McQuay, your boss lady realtor. If you are thinking of selling or buying a home in Austin, please reach out. So today's video is about Old West Austin. Old West Austin is so full of history and a very wide variety of homes. The location is stellar and it's breathtakingly beautiful. It's gorgeous. There were so many times where we would drive through and I would see a home or a neighborhood in there and I'm just like, it was amazing, very impressive. I'm going to share with you the location of Old West Austin. And I think it is important to mention that Old West Austin is made up of 3 different neighborhoods: Bryker Woods, Pemberton Heights, and Old Enfield. All these are pretty similar. They've got slight differences throughout, but charming, lovely neighborhoods all around. Make sure to watch this video in its entirety because I do have a surprise for you that I think will blow your mind somewhere in this video, and it's not at the end. An enigma surprise with enigma timing. Which shall it be? We'll see, just keep watching. As you can see on this map, the neighborhood is super centrally located. I will say, in the actual direct neighborhood, there's not a lot of things to do as far as like restaurants and movies and shopping. You have to leave the neighborhood to go do that, but it almost doesn't matter because it's a small neighborhood and literally everything is right there. It's a pretty walkable neighborhood, I would say, or definitely bikeable, but it's a very short drive to go to any place in the downtown area, even if you want to escape and go to the north side and go to the Domain. Everything is just within a little snap away. Old West Austin, by Austin standards, is old. I believe they started developing the neighborhood in 1853. Old West Austin is absolutely full of all sorts of historical buildings, locations, homes. Let me talk to you about things to do in the neighborhood. Right at the very tippy top of Old West Austin, right on the north edge, is located the original Kirby Lane Cafe. Kirby Lane is actually a very popular Austin staple. All the Kirby Lane locations are super charming. Some of them are more modern than other ones. Of course, the original one is the oldest one and it's still pretty old looking, kind of vintage, but it's super cute. It's very charming. It has really good food. You can get breakfast all day long at Kirby Lane, and then you can get like Americana style food, and they have really good queso and they have excellent French fries. I could go on. I really recommend you just try Kirby Lane on your own. Another restaurant that's really good to visit in the area, it's not actually in Old West Austin proper, it's just south a smidge in Clarksville. It is called Jeffrey's. Jeffrey's is basically a steakhouse. They have really good quality food and they have a pretty extensive menu of things to order. It's beautiful inside. We drove by, it wasn't open when we drove by, but here are some photos of the restaurant. Time has come for me to surprise you. Here we go. I am here at Peace Park, right in the heart of Austin. This place is so cool. And in the last couple of years, they've made some tremendous changes to it. You'll see some really cool structures, very unique playscapes. There's beautiful walking trails, happy people everywhere, and we're literally just in downtown Austin, and it feels like we are in the middle of a beautiful enchanted forest. I'm so excited to check it out. Let's go look. Pretty freaking cool, right? Peace Park is very popular. It is gorgeous, and as you can see, they've taken really good care of it. As you've seen while we've been driving through the neighborhood, there's a pretty wide variety of homes. I think pretty much like any central Austin neighborhood, there's a lot of variety in the style of homes. There are some smaller little bungalows, and then there are some gigantic over-the-top, kind of like very antique-y mansion-style homes as well. And of course, you saw the fort. Like that's a real thing too. So there's a very wide variety of homes. now I'm gonna share with you the pricing of the homes in the neighborhood. Right now, I am looking at the sold data for Old West Austin for all single family homes that have closed in the last 90 days. I am seeing a pretty big variety in range of prices here. The least expensive home that closed was a 1,253 square foot bungalow that was built in 1947. The home ended up selling for $850,000. The most expensive home that sold in the Old West Austin neighborhood was a 6,212 square foot home built in 2011 that sold for $4,275,000. That's a pretty big price range, I guess, for the area. But to be completely transparent, most of the homes end up selling for about $1.5 million to, I'd say, 2.4 million. That's the majority of the homes. There are exceptions to go lower, it's rare. And then there's also exceptions to go much higher, which is less rare. Either way, very cool neighborhood, lots happening, very prestigious and insanely convenient. At this precise moment, we are standing in front of this absolutely beautiful home in Pemberton Heights here in Old West Austin. This home is really cool. I think it's historical. It was built in 1939 and it's just over 4,200 square feet. The listing price for this home is just shy of $3.2 million. The homes I've seen in this neighborhood are each super unique. I feel like if you have one home here, nobody else is gonna have something just like it. And I wanted to include this home because even though it is kind of its own unique style and it's got its own unique finishes, it's kind of typical for what you can find in this area. Really stately looking homes, big yard, lots of history to them, tons of greenery everywhere. This is very much what makes up the heart of Old West Austin. Another thing that makes the neighborhood so incredibly scenic, aside from the stunning homes, is just the fact that there are so many trees and so much greenery throughout the entire neighborhood. Sometimes there's a street that you'll drive through and there looks like there's just like a canopy of trees that are like leaning over, and you just go through the road and you just look up and there's all these trees. It's very enchanted, very magical, very beautiful. So that's it. That's all I've got on the Old West Austin neighborhood. I know it's a lot of information. I hope you loved this neighborhood as much as I do. If you guys are thinking of moving to the Central Austin area, if you're thinking about selling a home, leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. What was your favorite part about this video? What's been your favorite part about this neighborhood? I'm curious. I want to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor. Till next time.